Morning, y'all. I had not originally planned to do a video this morning. But spur of the moment, yesterday, another Longchamp showed up. This one, pristine condition. It's an oval. The leather is real nice. It's got just a couple scratches there. I'll take care of them in a bit. But considering Longchamp's last offering was in 1978, this bike's in damn good shape. Now I'm smoking some Cornishman from the Country Squire down in Jackson, Mississippi. That has become my favorite tobacco, bar none. This old Longchamp, and so they advertise as lightly smoked, and I'll agree with that. When I took it apart, the interior, the stinger on it was a beautiful gold color. Okay. I picked up a bent Longchamp, got here earlier in the week, and I soaked that stinger and tip because it's so caked up with tar. And I also wanted to take a pipe cleaner, soaking it in. What I was using, this is I was out of Everclear, I was using a mixture of what little few drops left I had of a less expensive bourbon, some old Granddad, and eventually I said, heck with it, I poured a glass of rum and soaked it in that, scrubbed all that, so it's going to add some really lovely flavor to everything. In fact, it did one end up some nice flavor. I did smoke it. But this is my third Longchamp, and each one's a different design. I don't like the way they smoke. They're good smoking pipes. Now, let me tell you a story. Back in 2000, 2001, back in 2002. 2002, 2003, that year, I spent working in upstate New York. Except for there was a brief moment in the middle of summer. We left that job, went to a job in Alabama, had another outage and went back up to upstate New York. We're building the Athens Cogen. Working for Bechtel. I had been there for a few months, and a buddy of mine travel partner of mine, I'll just give his, he has three names like most of us, I'll just give one of them Scott. He came up to join me. Scott's a married man. I was a married man at the time. Wife was still alive. We had gone through our separation and everything. And so Scott shows up. Now when you're on the road, you're considered a road whore. That's what we call ourselves. Not that we're out whoring around and stuff, but it's just a nickname. So Scott shows up and he says, I'm on the new Atkins diet. I've lost all this weight. When I get back, I won't be so sexy. That was the wrong thing to tell me. So I had, so we're going over to a local Italian restaurant in Coxsackie, New York, and which is right down the road from the plant. And the place is called Paul's Pizza. If you ever get a chance to go to Paul's Pizza in Coxsackie, The salad is freaking unbelievable. They've got stuffed pizzas. Their spaghetti meatball, my favorite. It's phenomenal. The food was great. And they had Yingling on tap, and that's what we were drinking a lot of because we got turned on to Yingling earlier. That's that summer before while Scott and I were working the power plant. They had it on tap. So we go over there twice a week and eat. They ain't doing much for the Atkins diet. That's a long story. There's going to be several stories in with that. So we get in there, and we get sat down in a booth. Now, I'm looking behind Scott, and there is a state trooper or state police officer and a local sheriff's deputy, their version thereof. Now, in New York, they wear their hats with the brims turned up all the way around, the broad brims. It looks Barney Fife as all get out. And they all do it. Scott hadn't noticed that there were cops. So we're sitting there, I'm eking out conversation. We got some beer there. Our salads came out. I said, let me ask you something, Scott. What do you think of these cops around here? Ain't they some goofy looking bastards? He goes, yeah, man, they can't believe oh my God, they're worse. You know, and I just kept feeding them more rope. I said, those hats they got all they look like Barney Fife. Yeah, they ain't nothing but a bunch of Barney Fife. I'm just feeding more rope. And I'm watching these cops turning around and looking at them. And so I fed them enough rope. I looked and said, so what do you guys think of all this? And Scott turned around and looked at him, saw his two cops in his eyes, go this freaking big around. They got up, went to leave, and said, "We'll leave a few later." These cops, the state boy, one of them, was one of the guys directing traffic out of the power plant at the end of the day, every day. And I had recognized him, so we're pulling out, and I got my hat on, took the hat on. He's like, but yeah. I had a lot of, by the way, by the time we got back from that trip, he was about 40 pounds heavier. I'm a bad boy. Anyways, more stories from the road and more pop reviews and stuff like that. Y'all have fun. Take care. Bye-bye.